So what I'm going to do is do a video diary of me creating my own drum smoker, ugly drum smoker, UDS as they're called. Education is entirely YouTube. We've got all these bits down here ready to go, bought them from Bunnings. I'll probably post this on YouTube later. There's a lot there made in the States, but I thought maybe just for measurements and places to get stuff, I'll do an Australian one. There's my 44-gallon drum. Going to burn that out later with these. Just break these pallets up, do a bit of a burn, hopefully today. Clean up the inside of the drum. Bought an additional Weber grate there from a place at Castle Hill. So I will keep you updated. Alright, what I've done, let's turn this radio down, is I've measured up the drum. So that's for the air intake, the lowest hole, and I've just put a slight indent at each point. That's for the lower rack. There's one up there for the higher rack that the meat will go on. So I've done that at 60 centimetre intervals. Now it's time to drill. So this hole, this is 60 mil up, or 6 centimetres up from the bottom. That was 32 centimetres down from the top, and that is 11 centimetres down from the top. Didn't quite know how far to go down at the top, but I think for a flat brisket I'll just use the lid, or I do have the Weber dome lid which fits on kind of if I do something that's a bit bigger. Alright, keep drilling. So the drilling's complete. That's about a 20 mil hole, and there's 3 of those. And up the top, they're 5 mil holes. Lower rack, upper rack. So these 20 mil plumbing things from Bunnings, they kind of fit in there pretty well. Probably do in there from the outside. Tap the rest out with a hammer, keep it nice and airtight. And then I've got these. This is just 5 mil nut and bolt. Got some washers as well. They fit nicely. They're the grill mounts that will hold the grill on. They fit very snugly in there. Got a 5 mil drill bit, so it's all good. Should have shown you before, I had that stepped drill bit. It wasn't cheap actually from Bunnings, about 40 bucks. Did the job though. Then I filed out the rest of the inside of those holes with just a file. So I'll burn that out. I killed one of my pallets. Just broke it up with a claw hammer, and it took 5 minutes or so. And continue. So in the lid, those 3 holes I drilled there will be the chimney. There's 2 holes there for the handle, which is just kind of a standard door handle thing. Aesthetics probably aren't the most important things on my first attempt here. So the lid's drilled. Still haven't done the old, that's sitting there ready to go. I'll do that a bit later. It's a bit windy at the moment, so I'll just chill out on that. That's it. Alright, it's the morning after the burn, so you can see it's quite discoloured from what it was yesterday. Inside, Paint came off nicely down the bottom where it was nice and hot. A fair bit of scrubbing to do up here though. So I'm just going to see how it goes. Not looking forward to this, to be quite honest, but we'll see how it goes. So you can see I've been using the wire brush there, and also that attachment on the drill to, you can see where I have and haven't done. So I've got a fair bit done in here, and probably halfway there, but doing it roughly, and I'll give it a once over at the end. Shift work. Got the daughter in there.
So where did you get that stand thing from?
So I've probably been metal brushing and rotary drilling called the inside and wiping down. But it's come up pretty good, I have to admit, for the time it took. It didn't take that long. And I'm pretty happy with that. I've been watching on YouTube or reading more on blogs that guys kind of burnt it out twice or three times and for 2 and 3 hours each. I probably burnt mine for 2 hours, and it's come up really good. So hopefully the guy who painted the inside used dodgy paint. It just wasn't that good. So I think it's really smooth, mind you. We're absolutely filthy doing it, but it's to be expected. I wasn't going to, but I'm gonna kind of give the outside a bit of a once over as well, because it's kind of this horrible kind of half burnt, half soot. The dust is yellow, so I'm just gonna give it a bit of a drill treatment and take off what I can. Plus it gives a bit of a rustic edge, I suppose. So it'll probably take me another hour or so. So I've earned some of those, if you ask me. Anyway, here we are, getting there. So, kind of took to the outside. Got the 2 air inlets. Just the plumber thing from Bunnings, $3 or something. That's controls air intake. There's another one there. Just putting the grate mounts in there, which is just basic nut and bolt action. And this one I don't need a flow on, I've just got a cap on that. They're really snug. Kind of had to semi-tap them in with a hammer, but that's cool, super airtight, happy with that. Nearly there. So a few finishing touches. It's got the grates in. It's the lower grate which I'll use just for a pan or something. Alright. So yesterday for the first time I had something going in the smoker. I just seasoned it, didn't cook anything. So I was also trialling out my homemade, you see a lovely smoke colour there. It actually went really shiny. You can kind of see what the bare metal contrast might look like there against where the smoke got to. So the smoke somehow made it really shiny. Also on the inside of the drum here at the rim, you see that lovely smoke colour there. So I made this Right, so I got my hands on my chain, and this is This is my self-made basket. I was dealing with some local welders. I couldn't get anyone to do anything for me quickly. So that's basically 2 hanging baskets from a $2 shop. You can see I just kind of wound them together there to close the gaps. There's a good amount of space at the bottom there for the ash to come out. That looks like it's worked well. And that's just a pizza pan, $6 or something, with those clips. Just drilled a hole. And that seemed to work okay. So I've now seasoned the smoker, finally. Went really well. Was monitoring the temp, looked good. So next time I do this, I'll be doing ribs.